Hey ladies, how you guys doing out there? Welcome to Connecting with Christy, where we go live every Wednesday from 12 to 12:30 Arizona time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're all about uplifting women, empowering women to be their best selves and live their best lives. As you come into the live, please share with me in the comments what city, what state, what country you are connecting from. You know I love people and I love connecting, so make sure you drop in the comments what city, what state, what country you are connecting from. Today's topic is I'm important to me. That wasn't a lag. I did that on purpose. I'm important to me. You have to make sure that you're important to you. But before we get into it, let me go ahead and thank all of you guys who have been connecting. I want to thank Storybook out there. She said that she enjoyed one of the things when I was talking because I was uplifting and reminding people to focus on their goals, right? Look as far as you can and take the necessary steps to get there. And she said that thank you for inspiring her to reflect on her goals and make sure that she's in alignment, right? You want to be in alignment. You want to make sure that the steps you're taking are going to get you to your destination. If your destination is in New York, but you have your navigation set on south, it's going to take you quite a while to make your way back onto New York. So you want to make sure that that's the same thing in your life, right? That if you're trying to get to a certain destination of building a business, if you're trying to get to a certain destination of starting a family, that the steps that you're taking are going to get you there, okay? If you're trying to make the goal be being your best self and living your best life, you have to know who it is you are in order to get to the destination, right? Because somewhere along the way, you'll lose yourself and then you no longer will be able to keep taking those steps forward. And you save yourself a lot of time. You save yourself a lot of time. Very good. I got another phone going on over here that's recording, so I'm making sure that it's picking up everything. Yes, so you want to make sure that you are in alignment and that you're taking the steps to get to the destination that you want to go to. See, sometimes like you may be taking steps and it looks like you're doing stuff, but that's just what we call busy work, right? You don't want to be busy, right? You want to be productive. You want to be productive and getting to the desired destination. So thank you, Storybook, for liking that and commenting on there. I want to thank Chrissy on TikTok. We are at Dr. Christy Angela Moreland across all platforms, but Chrissy out there on TikTok, she became a new follower, and I see her out there paying attention, watching. So thank you very much, Chrissy, for following us on TikTok. Yes? All right, let's get into today's topic, right? I'm so excited about it because, like I said, the topic on today is I'm important to me. And if you're not important to anybody else, you should definitely be important to you. And I wrote it like that, I'm important, to me, because you may be very important to a lot of people, right? You may be a very important person at work, right? You might be the boss, you might be the CEO, right? You may be very important at work, but you got to make sure that while you're at work, you're important to you too. Not only because other people are pulling from you and wanting something from you, you have to make sure that you're important to you, and so that you are taking care of you in order to take care of other people and inform other people and give other people instructions, right? So you want to make sure that you're not only important to other people, to your family, to your husband, to your children. You want to make sure that you're not only important to them, that you are important to you, and that you are putting you to the top of the priority list, right? We said we're taking it to the top shelf, right? You got to make sure that you are right there on that top shelf, and you have to be the one to put you there, right? Because your family, your husband may just put you right there on that top shelf because you're so important to him in his life, right? But no matter how important you are in his life or to him, right? You have to make sure you're just as, if not more important to yourself, because there will be times when you might let yourself go, right? And you're so making sure that you're doing what other people need you to do, right? The people in the office, the people at church, the people that you even interact with in the store, right? You taking the time to give to them, you have to make sure you're giving to yourself, right? So I want to share with you these 3 steps. And I always, I'm all about I am, making sure you know who it is you are. And so I use that acronym on today in order for you to easily remember these tools and steps when it comes to remembering how important you are to you and putting that into action. So the first thing that you want to do, that I for I am, that first thing that you want to do is invest time with yourself. Invest time with yourself. And I always say take time, make time, however it is you have to do it. The same way that you're investing your money, right? The same way that you're investing your time with your children, because they need you and you want to make sure that they're learning the right things and getting the best from you, and that you're teaching them things. The same way that you're making sure that they're getting time, you want to make sure that you're getting time. Now, you may not get as much time as they get, especially like if they're infants, right? You're giving them all the time because of the fact that they need you, right, in order to they need you, yes, but you need to make sure that you are investing time with you, whether that is, and when I'm saying investing time with you, I'm not talking about, going to get a pedicure or going to get your hair done. We want to make sure that you're getting your hair done, right, and enjoying that time, or even if you're doing your hair on your own, yes, and that could be a time where you're investing time for you, with you, getting to know you, because you're ever evolving, right? And so you need to make sure that you're in tune with who it is you are at every day, every month, because things are changing, and you have to ask yourself, how am I doing? You need that quiet time. And you want to give to the community, you want to give to your family, you want to give, but just like that bank account, if you give it all, then you have nothing left, right? You have nothing left, and we don't want you to be bankrupt. We don't want you to be personally bankrupt when it comes to you, right? You need to have some overflow, right? So then make sure that you are doing that and you are investing time with you. You're making the most of who it is you are, and you're getting to know you more and more, right? Because there's things that you think that you know about yourself that may have changed, may have transformed. And so you have to make sure that everything that's going on around you is aligned with who it is you are. And other people, they're going to interact with you the way that you allow them to. So then if you're not in tune with who it is you are, how is it that they are going to interact with you the best way that you see fit, okay? So make sure that you're investing time with you. You're investing time with you. And I keep saying invest, right? Because you don't see the time that you take for yourself as, I could be doing this, or I need to be doing that, or I need to be cleaning the house, or I need to be getting that report done. Yes, it does all need to be done. But you need to make sure that you're putting you at the top of the list, because you are the one that's going to get the rest of the list done. And if you're all pooped out, we said if you're all bankrupt, then how is it that you're going to give to all the other things that are going on in your life, right? You are your most important, most valued asset, okay? So make sure that you're investing time with you. Put it on the calendar, right? Put it on your schedule, right? If it's a day here, it depends on where you are in life. That's going to look different for all of us, ladies. That's going to look different for all of us. Like I have one that's out of the house, and then I have another that is a teenager. So they know how to manage themselves, right? To a degree, right? And so, of course, they still call mom. But you need to make sure that, like I was saying, that looks different for everybody, right? So if you have littles, you have infants, you may have less time, but the time that you do, make sure you're intentional about it. Make sure you have a certain time, you have a certain space. If the time gets adjusted because of something else that's going on, that you're still seeing the value in that, and you're making the most of it by setting it to the side, or not doing something else that may need to be taken care of, like a laundry load. Okay, leave the laundry load. It'll be okay, right? It's still going to be there, right? You're still going to be there because you're taking the time for you, right? Getting to know you. Getting to know you. I'm no singer. Getting to know all about you. You. Make sure that you're getting to know you. I don't know the rest of that song. They may be talking about getting to know someone else, but make sure you're getting to know you before you get to know someone else. Oh, that's a whole nother topic, right? We'll get there later. We'll talk about that. But yeah, make sure that you're investing time with you because you're important to you. Right? You're important to your future. You're important to your life. You're important to the people that you love. They are important to you, so you have to be important to you in order to interact and love on them the way that you do. Okay? So that's the first one. The first letter was I, right? That you're investing time with you, for you, by you, only you, right? Only you. We're talking about investing time with just you. Right? So that you can hear your thoughts. So that you, like, there may be times, I know, like when the kids are little and you're preparing lunch for them and they got everything they need and you just kind of take the scraps, right? And that's okay because sometimes that's just how it plays out. But make sure that you're important to you, that you're putting something to the side for you, especially time, because we can't get that back. Right? When the kids are gone and they're off doing their own thing and living their best life, and now you're just left with the scraps. No, you're not. You're ready. You're like, okay, this is what I have planned to do now because I have some more time because they're gone doing their thing. Because you invested the time with you, you know what it is that you want to do with that extra time that you have, okay? So that's what the I is. Invest time with you and you alone, okay? And now the A, and I am for I'm important to me. The A is act on what you learn in that investment time, right? So while you're in that investment time, while you're quiet, while you're writing things down, right? Even if you need to go chat GPT, ask a friend, talk to somebody and ask, okay, like what kind of questions can I ask myself? What is it that because you think you know you better than you do, right? Because you're going off of, you're referencing what you thought or what was, right? But you've grown since then and you've learned some things since then, right? If it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago, or like, I know, here's a great example. When I was growing up, I did not like avocados. I did not like avocados. And so, excuse me, I know, I'm important to me, so I'm pausing on you in order to get some water. That's what I'm talking about. You have to pause on your family, pause on your husband, pause on work and tell them, hey, look at here. I need some time for me. If you want me to come back to this job tomorrow and assist you in doing all the things that I do the way that I do them, I need time for me. And they've actually already scheduled that time in for you, right? Because they've given you vacation, they've given you all those different things that you have. But sometimes, they give you sick days, but sometimes it's like, okay, hold on. Today, and don't see, that's where the problem comes is we abuse things that we've been given. And so then now, when it's time, when you really need it, you don't have it, or they don't necessarily trust you. Like, really, are you just, playing hooky, or is something really going on, right? Or do you really need some time to just breathe, right? Take some time to breathe. And when you're taking that time to breathe and you're actually being intentional about that time, you're not just, sitting around watching TV, even if that's something that you want to do, okay, but I'm saying, but you're intentional about it. You decided, look, I've been trying to watch this interview for some days. I'm going to sit down and pay attention and focus while everybody's in the bed so that I can actually hear the TV, right? So when the things that you learn when you're investing time with you, act on them. That's what the A is for, okay? We said that the acronym we're working with today again is I am, and the topic is I'm important to me. And so because you're so important to you, and you know that there's only one you, and you know that there's only one life to live that you have to live, right? And time is of the essence. We're not getting it back, and we don't know how much we have forward. We can kind of estimate, we can think, but I know someone, like it's just like that, right? And then she had a stroke. And so now her world was different for the next, thankfully, she has recovered and she's continuing. She learned some things in that process. But I was talking about this the other day, I was talking about urgency when a doctor gives you a diagnosis and, now it's like urgent. Oh my goodness. Now I have to make sure I'm eating healthy. I have to make sure I'm going for my walk. I have to. No, you take care of those things now before it gets there so that prayerfully that you're, alleviating those things from entering into your world. Okay? So make sure that you're intentional about the life that you're living because you only have one. And I turned 52 this year, and I shared with you guys 52 weeks of intentional living, right? And so make sure that you're intentional about your days, about your weeks, about your life, about you, and that you are important to you. You are important to you. So number one, letter I, you're investing time with you. Investing time with you. You need to like yourself, right? You like people. I know I love people too, but you need to like you too. You need to like you first, okay? And so then the A, we said the A is that you're acting on what it is that you learned during that me time. If during that me time you learned, I don't really like hanging out outside, or, I don't really like listening to certain types of music, or I don't really like avocados. When I was younger, I did not like avocados. Look, I need to get back to that. I don't know why I got thrown off, but I didn't like avocados. But then one day, as I was older, I was like, you know what, let me try this. And I love avocados, right? I love guacamole, but I don't like it with onions. So, but you learn things about you because you've invested time with you and you're acting on the things that you learn. If you learn that, you like to go dancing, go dancing. If you learn that you like trying new things, find new things, prepare, and tell your spouse, hey, you need to watch the kids right here from here to here because I am going to learn how to sew. I'm going to learn how to play a new instrument. Whatever it is that it may be, make sure it's telling me close all unused applications. I hope you guys are out there hearing me because you guys need to be important to you and make sure that you're putting it into action, okay? All right, and so we have invested time with ourselves. We have acted on what it is that we're learning about ourselves in that me time. So make sure, me, I go to my closet and I have a journal in there, and when I just have quiet. I love the peace, right? I love the quiet, the stillness, and I love to be able to hear myself think and have thoughts and wonder, right? And then write things down and say, hey, that's a good idea. I need to go call so-and-so and talk to them and check on them, right? Because I was important to me. Now I have the time and the quietness to think and think about somebody else, okay? And then the M, that last letter in I am, I-A-M, I invest time with me. A, I act on what it is that I learn when I'm in that quiet time. And M is mimic. M is mimic. You're repeating the cycle over and over and over, daily, over and over and over. And then you. So then by the time when you when you invest that time with yourself, you don't want to spend your time randomly. You want to invest your time. And when you are investing that time and learning things about yourself, and when you are acting on what it is you learn, and then you're repeating it, when you continue to do it, then it becomes a habit, right? So now you're used to this. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. And then therefore you're teaching other people how to interact with you. You're keeping yourself, your mind focused on this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. This is what I like. This is who I am. This is who I am. I am who I am. I have identified who I am. I am acknowledging who I am, and I am maintaining who it is I am. And I am, this second I am is a I with three, a and with three M's. I am me, I am Mrs., I'm a mom. In that order. I was me first. So if you're not married, make sure that you're investing the time with you first. So then when you do enter into that marriage, the second M, when you start adding into your life, when you do that, that you can now know who it is you are before you walk into it, and know what it is that you like, what you don't like, what you're willing to work with. Yes? So you're investing that time with you. I'm me, I am married, I'm Mrs., and I'm a mom. All those beautiful things. But guess what? The first thing, before you did any of those other things, you're you. You're you. And so be proud of who it is you are, and continue to elevate who it is you are. Continue to go to higher levels and do new things and meet new people and have new adventures, all because you know who it is you are. You know where it is you're going. You know why it is you're doing what you're doing, because you continue to invest time with you. Yes? Yes, you are important. I'm important to me. I'm important to me first. And because I'm important to me, I take care of me, right? I make sure that my health is good. I make sure that my mind is good. I make sure that my fitness is good. I make sure that I'm having fun in life. I make sure that my finances are good. I make sure that I know where it is I'm going, because my future is good. I'm sharing with you guys some of the 7 F's to a higher level of living, right? Faith, foundation, family, future, fitness, fun, and finances. All those things are, when you have those things in order, you're able to elevate who it is you are as a person. You're able to elevate the life that you're living. You're able to enjoy the life that you're living because you have these things in order, right? And they're making beautiful music together, harmony, because they won't always be balanced. Right? You know, like if it's exactly balanced and you have 2 pounds on this side, 2 pounds on that side, right? But some days you may not have as much fun as you would on another day, but you're making beautiful harmony because they're all flowing, and you know what is going on in your life, and you know what's happening in all of these different areas, okay? That is what I wanted to share with you guys on today. Make sure that you are important to you, that you're making yourself priority number one. You have to do that. You can't wait for somebody else to give you the time to do that. You have to do that, right? And make sure that you are putting yourself to the top of the shelf. I did a demonstration. I need to repost it because there was some music in the background and they blocked it on some of the platforms. I need to make sure that I get that music out of there and repost it, because I did a demonstration where there's glasses, and there's a glass on the top, there's 2 underneath it that's supporting that, and there's 3 underneath that's supporting that, and that could be you and your family and your job and your finances and your family and your future, and all those things are those 7, but you are the one at the top. And then I took a pitcher of water and I poured it onto the top, into that top glass, and if you fill yourself up, it'll all trickle down onto everybody else that's around you, right? But if your cup is empty, they get nothing. So don't look at it as being selfish. Don't look at it when you're focusing on you. Don't look at it as, I have to do this for them first. No, you just like that oxygen mask on the flight. You have to do it for you first, because it benefits everyone else around you when you put yourself first, right? And you have to make sure that you're mindful of these things, okay? All right. That is what I wanted to share with you guys on today. I want you guys to remember that you are important, and not only are you important in the different spaces that you walk in, but you're important to you, and you're putting yourself first. You are important. I am important to me. And because you're important to you, you're investing time with yourself. You're acting on the things that you learn when you share time with yourself, and then you are mimicking it because you're repeating that cycle over and over and over. All right? That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you guys so much for connecting. Know that I love you. And when I say I love you, it's like a cliche statement sometimes because people just say it so randomly. But I really do. I love people and I love you without even knowing you because you're watching me. Not only because you're watching me, but you're wanting to make yourself better. You're wanting to live better. You're wanting to be the best you that you can be and live the best life that you can have. And when you're living that best life, you're able to assist others in the process. When you're good, you take care of others, right? I hope that you're out there taking care of others. And first, I hope you're taking care of you. That's all I have for you. Dr. Christy is out. Remember that I'm here every Wednesday, 12 p.m. lunchtime, right? To try and take a break. Pull away because you're important to you. Pull away for yourself for lunch, 12 p.m. Arizona time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. Make sure in the comments, even if you're watching the replay, share with me what city, what state, what country you're connecting from. Make sure you share those light bulb moments. Something that I said was like, ooh, I needed to hear that. Thank you. Or, ooh, thank you for the reminder. I need to put that back. Or if you want to share something, but whatever it is you share, make sure that is positive. Make sure that you are uplifting, empowering, and helping assist elevating women. You're not bringing anybody down here, right? And especially not yourself. Okay? That's all I have for you. See you guys next Wednesday. Love you.